It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we've got the do-it-all back, Austin Ekeler. He was steady for him on the...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Operating from the gun, Armstrong. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. So out comes this offense. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Packers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On second down, Ekeler, and he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tank Dell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Armstrong. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Armstrong. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Pierce now up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sidelines, and okay.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. On second down, here's Pierce. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gone. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
In motion right, that's Dell. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st down, it's gone. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A give. Eckler running to the right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on third down. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Whirl it. Hey, kill. 5. 17.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
In motion comes the tight end left. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Armstrong. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Armstrong gets the dump off to Pierce. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Complete to Damian Pierce. 4 yards on the pickup.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The final shot before break here. Goff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
17! 17! 17! Value 3! Value 3! Turbo!
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Flip! Flip! 2 up! 2 for 1! 2 for 1! Cut!
Up the middle with Eckler. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down at 4.
Hold on. Check. What's up?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Goff now looks to throw. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Armstrong. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Armstrong. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 now.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
76.
Now a give running left is Eckler.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Got his man, Dell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Eckler, they run left side.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 1-yard line.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On third down, here's Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the Lions down by 2 touchdowns, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Pierce. And he's got this down to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
Back to throw. Armstrong. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw. Armstrong to Pierce. They set up the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Detroit.
Off play action. Armstrong looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like that. Ball back, unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The handoff, it's Eckler.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.